Hey everyone, Jody from Bird Dog Off-Road Adventures here. Today, we're going to show you guys how we installed the new Turn Off-Road license brake kit for the Ford Bronco. Stay tuned. Well, first step for us is getting this old piece right here off. Now to do this, we're going to take some of this other pieces off because it does sandwich in between. This piece did come with the ADD bumper, so we'll probably hold on to it. There's no immediate plans to change bumpers in the rear because I actually like the departure angle clearance on this one, and it's done pretty well. So I'll probably keep it around just in case I ever do decide to switch. The only way I'd probably ever switch is for like an Expedition 1, but to be honest with you, most likely I'd probably just either beef it up the hinges or just do the turn off road kit altogether at some point, maybe. We'll see. But anyway, we're going to get this piece over here off, so that way we can move our license plate onto the turn off road one. All right, so we took the advice of our friends over at Monkey Business and put the license plate on prior to the install. And I can see why that would make it easier. We used a rubber little thing. You can get these at like AutoZone or O'Reilly's maybe, but they're basically just like rubber. And has a rubber backing, so it prevents any rattling. Even though these Arizona plates are kind of unique in that they aren't made from metal, they're like a hard plasticky like material. But anyway, so we got that on. We're going to get started here in just a minute. All right, so one of the big things I've seen across the board, I've heard Monkey Business mention this in their video, and I've talked to some people on Instagram who've also put this kit on, is that we don't know what this is for. Now, this, according to the Turn Off Road video, this snakes up between that hole. I know from my experience with the Mountains to Metal tailgater limiter kit that we did a video on, there was something similar to this that went at the top. But I'm not sure if that's applicable here or how that works. So I'm not sure why Turn Off Road doesn't mention this. And in their video, it doesn't even list it as one of the parts that come with it, but they sent this with it. And of course, here's an extra nut and some washers. So, but anyway, you'll need a 14 millimeter socket for this thing to go in the bottom of this. We did use a 10 millimeter socket and a 4 millimeter hex head to put the plate on. The Turn Off Road video illustrates, we're going to take this bolt right here loose. We're going to pull these grommets out. Let's see here. Because I'm pretty sure we have to go through that hole to get to that. This is a Torx 30 bit. Take out this factory Torx bolt. We'll take that out. We'll hold on to it for just a moment. And you'll notice here that we didn't put a light on ours. That's because the bumper that we have has a light built into it. So we don't think that's going to be necessary for our application. Other people, maybe not so much. So, and like in their video, you want to make sure you get that on there good and snug. So let's do it by hand first. And then we can always go back and tighten it up. All right, so that's good and snug. We found this little screw and 2 washers and a lock washer, and we're putting this on the small end like this, because when we had it in there just a few minutes ago, we noticed it was sitting like that when it was screwed in. So I don't know if it's going to make a difference, but I figured, hell, it can't hurt at this point at least. All right. Oh, there we go. I think that's going in. Okay, so I may have to do this the old-fashioned way and just do it by hand. Go ahead and snug this up a little bit more. Getting tight. I think that's it. So you notice that we're skipping the wiring part, which is something you would have to do if you know, you were doing the wiring piece. So we're not doing that, so we're going to skip it. I will say I will put links below to the Turn Off-Road video and a Monkey Business video where they did run the wire up through here. So that way, if you wanted to do that, you could. All right, so guys, so just so y'all know what I was talking about with the screw, and I put it right there. You'll see it's not exactly snug. There is a gap there, so I'm not sure why that's there. It really doesn't serve any purpose, but figured out a way how to use it. So anyway, let's shut the door just to make sure this thing works okay. And if that's the case, we're done. Perfect. As you can see, everything looks okay. And we'll get the spare tire back on in just a minute. And we'll be done. About as easy and quick as install as you're going to get. As you can see the light there from the bumper. And I hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned. Got more to come. Thank you so much.